Hello and welcome to Food Neighbourhoods on Monocle Radio. My name is Monica Lillis and once again we visit the places locals love for their food and drink. The Scandinavian countries are increasingly popular culinary destinations, and Norway's capital of Oslo is not to be overlooked if you want a taste of the best the Nordics have to offer. Much like its people, Oslo's culinary scene is not brash or showy, and if you don't know where to look, its best restaurants and bars can be easy to miss. However, here, Monocle's resident Norwegian, Gunnar Gronlid, helps us uncover some of central Oslo's best spots. Take a listen.
Oslo, Norway's fjord-spangled capital, is a subtle one on the culinary front. As was perfectly expressed by a recent sarcastic tourism ad,
I wouldn't come here, to be honest.
It's a city so walkable, accessible, and non-exclusive that it can sometimes feel more like a village than the capital of a wealthy nation. Restaurants and bars in Oslo, especially the better ones, don't really announce themselves like they do elsewhere. They tend to be low-key, tucked around a corner, with unassuming facades that can easily escape your notice. Speaking from experience, if you find yourself in central Oslo without a plan, then breakfast, lunch and dinner can quickly end up being sourced from the nearest kebab shop, 7-Eleven, or Pepper's Pizza, Norway's answer to Domino's, though definitely better. To avoid such a calamity, let me take you on a brisk tour around some of central Oslo's best joints. You can't be on the move in Norway without trying its unique approach to coffee. Norwegians actually drink more of the stuff per capita than almost any other country in the world, second only to Finland. One big secret to our tremendous appetite for coffee is a more delicate roast of higher quality beans with less caffeine per serving, meaning you can drink more without turning into a jittery mess. If you want to experience Norway's coffee culture at its finest, one place you don't want to miss is Fuglen. The brand has been serving high-quality Norwegian-style coffee since 1963 and opened a renovated cafe in central Oslo in 2012. They've since also expanded to Japan and South Korea. Fuglen's most distinguished feature is its amazing vintage decor that shoots you straight back to the 50s and 60s. Its international renown also means it's one of the best spots in Oslo to meet expats and travelers. And if you really love it, you can come back in the evening when the place turns into a classy cocktail bar, often with live jazz. Scandis also love their baked treats, and Norway's got a lot more going on this front than just cinnamon buns. Head to Spor av Nord on Tollbugata to try out a traditional Norwegian lefse, a heavenly soft kind of doughy flatbread. Spor av Nord enhance their offering with the equally traditional Norwegian brown cheese, which is made from a mixture of goat and cow's milk and has a distinctively sweet caramel flavour. There's plenty of traditional buns and waffles to entice you here as well, and most bakeries in Oslo will have the plain croissants on display too. But do yourself a favour and don't buy them, they're mostly just there for decoration. If I could recommend one place and one place only to go for either lunch or dinner in central Oslo, it would be Engebret Café, the city's oldest restaurant. Going strong since 1857 and located right off Kongens Gate, it was once the regular joint of the city's most eminent bohemians and artists, including the playwright Henrik Ibsen, the author Knut Hamsun, and the painter Edvard Munch. Today, Engebret still pride themselves on serving traditional Norwegian dishes cooked and displayed to perfection, along with a brilliant wine menu to see you through it. For lunch, I strongly recommend the reindeer sandwich and a traditional apple cake dessert. And for dinner, you should go for one of its seafood mains, like its Arctic char, cod or monkfish. Engebret's menu is seasonal, so there's no place better to return to if you find yourself in Oslo again another day. I'd be remiss to speak about Oslo's central restaurants without bringing up Maimo, the only restaurant in the country with 3 Michelin stars. Hidden away above a block of flats right by the central station, Maimo is among the upper echelon of so-called New Nordic cuisine, a genre of fine Scandinavian dining focused on locally sourced organic and seasonal ingredients. The tasting menu is always a surprise, and the restaurant eases you in with drinks in the lounge before taking you to an open kitchen where the chef's work is always visible. The restaurant's founder and head chef Espen Holmøe Bang has also been involved in other excellent Oslo joints like Cafeteria August, but this year he pulled away from nearly all his other commitments to focus entirely on Maimo, so expect an extra exceptional and focused dining experience should you find yourself there in the near future. Mind you, like everything in Norway, but at Maimo even more so, dinner and drinks will cost you a pretty penny, so get yourself a table while the Norwegian currency is still weak. If your timetable and wallet still permit for a jazz-infused nightcap, head up along Akerselva River until you find blå, literally meaning blue. Once a storage warehouse for gold and diamonds, it's now one of the best spots in the city for live music, ranging from contemporary Norwegian rock to the most experimental of jazz. Blå is open until late on the weekends, so it's the perfect place to dance the night away. For Monocle Radio, I'm Gunnar Gronlid.
Food Neighbourhoods is a Monocle production from the team behind the menu. This episode was written by Gunnar Gronlid and edited by Elliot Greenfield. For more food and drink stories, tune into the menu every Friday at 2000 London time, right here on Monocle Radio. I'm Monica Lillis. Thanks for listening.